Welcome back to the KIMI Show with Jeremiah. Our guest today is Eru Matsumoto, a Forbes 30 Under 30 honoree and Grammy-nominated multimedia artist, recognized as one of the world's leading cellists. Her album, Triveni, a collaboration with Wouter Kellerman and Chandrika Tandon, is currently nominated for the 67th Grammy in the Best New Age Ambient and Chant Album category. Thank you again, Eru, for coming onto the show. What an amazing story so far. It's incredible. You're almost like someone from a novel, but it's a true story, so it's even more incredible. I never thought that somebody would be driven to pursue something for almost 30 years, and without somebody telling you to do it. I think it's something that you were born with. It's almost like you were reborn musician from long time ago, and you knew exactly what you needed to do, and you're doing it, and you're doing it. What's amazing is you're doing it amazingly. So I just you're giving me goosebumps every time we talk about this. But congratulations so far on the nomination. You've been amazing. The music's great. Please listen to the album Triveni. It is a beautiful album, and she's now started working in. Well, she's always had the interest. Eru, you've always had the interest in healing, the music's healing power. So Eru now leads a research on sound frequencies, effects on mind and body, collaborating with Stanford University Psychiatry and the UCI Biomedical Engineering Lab. And we just found out at the beginning that this album Triveni was part of it. So let's hear more about the research that you're doing right now.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. Yeah, so we are still doing the research ongoingly and on the album Triveni and mainly on the frequencies on the cells. Right now, we're testing on the THP1 cells at UCI and with the help of Timothy Downing at the Downing lab, actually. And so we haven't really had a major news to share with you yet, but we did see some difference in the leukemia cells that we tested on. And yeah, I'm just really excited to keep going, keep researching on that.
Is the entire album, do you know each of the songs on the album, what frequency is it? Are you working on that, or did you create, or did you guys create the album without thinking about the scientific effect? Just created it as music creation by artists, and then going into science, or was there science, if you know what I mean? Like, is there science in that already? Do you know?
Yeah, it's half and half.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Nice.
we tested different kinds of range of each instrument for cello and flute, and as well as the mantra singing. And we try to take a lot of the range that we saw an effect on the cells, um, as well as taking Chandrika's uh, you know, history of all the Sanskrit mantra meaning, all these power. In Japanese, we say kotodama.
Mm-hmm.
It's directly translated to power of words, and I do believe that different words have different effects on us. I mean, even that we have a lot of research already been done um, from one aspect in dating research. There was I think it was Harvard where they did that. They took a bunch of couples, happy couples, and divided into two groups. One where the partner will constantly say really nice things to the other partner. Another group would be constantly negative things about the partner. I feel bad for the group that was selected to do the negative, because even if you didn't want to, you probably had
Right, you
to
had
do
to.
the science, you know. So,
Oh,
and as you can imagine, at the end of the experiment, a lot of people broke up or had a lot of conflicts in the one with the negative words. And um, a lot of people answer that they're even more happy after the research on the side that was selected for the positive words. And so that's more basic, but also there is a study done by Dr. Emoto, the same guy who did the crystal in the water. He tested on a bottle with rice and water or something, like rice and vinegar or something. And in each bottle, he would separate them in different rooms. And one of the jar, he would say, "I love you" or something every day to the rice. And then another one, "You are stupid." And another one, just total ignorance. He just
ignore it. Like,
ignored it. Yeah, and a few months
wow.
later, the one with the positive "I love you" or "you're great" or something, the bottle had a really nice aromatic smell, and it just fermented in a really nice way. The one with "you are stupid," the negative word, it turned black. And the one in the
Wow.
jar that he ignored was all moldy, and it was really nasty. So a lot of, I do believe in the power somehow these words, and has the resonance has an effect on things. So and there's another research for plants, and there's just a lot that we can't really describe why it actually happens. But I really do believe in the power of word, and even what you say as an affirmation to yourself. Ears are the first, one of the first senses that we develop in your mother's womb, and the last to go when you're dying. So something that you speak out of your mouth that comes in through your own ears really have a huge effect on our life. I know Tiger Woods, his mom was always recording positive affirmation in a recording, and he would have it on his pillow when he would sleep every day as a kid, that he's going to be famous and he's going to, win this championship, and all those um help. I don't know what Tiger Woods' mom said into the recording, but it certainly helped his career. So I really do believe that these mantras and different ancient words carry a lot of power to them. So that's one of the things that we focused a lot on this album.
Oh, that's incredible. But I do believe that word has power. We all believe that, I guess. I know. I think we all believe in the word of power, the power of words, especially if if being positive and telling yourself be positive. People always tell you to be positive, but I think there is a reason. I don't think there's been a scientific explanation to it, but I think humans have been experiencing long enough to know that these things do exist. But I am actually quite surprised about the rice in the jar, because I'd love, is there a is it scientifically published? The-
Yeah, there was a documentary about
oh
it.
wow, because I'd love to
Um,
see it, and it's
You know what
incredible.
I'm curious about is when I listen to you talk about these things, why isn't our brain wired that way the first time? Why do we go to negative? Did we originally start out that way, and we told ourselves so many negative things that it rewired itself, and this takes us back? Or do you know, I wonder, I love
yeah,
what you're interested in. I love what you're bringing to light in this conversation. But I just wonder why we tend to go negative rather than because we all know, just like you said, Kimmy, that the music can affect us, that it can change our moods, that the positive thinking can affect our moods, that compliments can affect our moods, that we hear, as you said. Um, I wonder why. It's a
my
curious
take on
question.
it. I'm not a scientist or of any sort, but my take on it is evolution. I love Yuval Noah Harari's *Sapiens*, the book. It was
Yeah, yeah,
long. It took
I
me
love
like,
that book.
yeah, it took me 3 months to finish it, and it was just so long, but it was so worth it. At the end, he explains about like what kinds of stuff made us Homo sapiens, right? And one of the thing that I thought was so interesting is gossiping was part of the survival instincts, and because there were different types of sapiens at that time, and the one that knew how to imagine a lot, like, oh, if someone told you there's lion in the next village, we should escape, and the ones that couldn't really conceptualize that by just the words stayed, and the lions killed them. But the ones that were able to act as, with just the information that was given and by imagination survived naturally. um so that's why we like to gossip, because the our ancestors were gossiping that there's danger and all that, so naturally we have that in us. And even religion or any other kinds of, like, even money, it's money is just a piece of paper, right? And for some reason, if we give money to monkeys or something, they'll be like, don't give me a piece of paper, give me a banana
Food.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we are Homo
Smart
sapiens.
monkeys.
yeah.
Yeah, we're able to actually um just give us a piece of paper and know that, like, we were able to conceptualize this as a value. And that's why we like to say negative things, because we are able to, like, we have so much imaginations that is so much part of us, and we like to always sort of protect us as part of our survival instincts. And we try to be young, even though no one told us being young is better. But naturally, if you in a herd of animals or something, parents animals would try to put the young one in the middle to protect from the other harm. And so it's a lot of the things that we do is unfortunately still driven by uh survival instincts from thousands of years ago that we don't actually need now, like saying negative things or gossiping, for example. We all know it's bad to do, but we still do it because it is part of this three-dimensional world requirement to live in a way. And so that's my take on your answer, I guess, Jeremiah.
Well, that all sounded perfect to me. You're an expert in my world. I'll
Well,
take it. I'll take it.
Oh,
no,
Good
yeah.
it's
explanation.
hard to be. It's being human, Homo sapiens. Yes, being human. We weren't exactly the strongest or the toughest, but we knew how to survive, and
Exactly.
that enabled us to become who we are, I
The
guess.
one who was able to adapt
Yeah,
and, yeah,
and
change.
communicate and create a society,
Yeah.
and work as a collective human society. It was the essence of, I guess, survival.
Yeah. And no one seemed to like it when we're overly happy all the time for some reason. And
It's crazy,
yeah, and
but
in
that's
order
probably
Yeah,
true.
what's
to,
wrong with that person? Why
yeah,
are
it's,
they so happy?
yeah, exactly. Why is he so happy all the time? He's so weird, right? So it's kind of interesting that we should start normalizing, being happy with what we have is a good thing. And we
Mm.
shouldn't have to say, oh, I'm okay, just to make the other person feel good or something like that. And we should learn to be happy for other people. Be happy. It's just a crazy world that we live in, I guess.
Well, if you listen
We're
to the
happy
album
for
Triveni,
you.
yeah, you can be
Oh,
happy and you can be calm, peaceful, and happy. So do listen to the album. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. We are airing Ancient Moon from the album Triveni. Can you? Okay, let's take a quick break. Okay, and you're listening to the Kimi Kato Show.